Hi everyone, it's Dawn. Welcome back to my channel. So this is an extra video this week. I usually put up 2 videos a week and this will be a third. And the reason I'm doing it is because I'm covering the last week or 5 days of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty Sale. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm losing my initiative. I was talking to my friend JD and I said to her, I don't really know how you guys are liking the videos. I know some of you are like, I really like this. Some of you don't have an Ulta or access to an Ulta. So I did mention that Sephora has all of these products on sale, half price as well, if they carry them. So you can just mosey on over to Sephora and shop there. But you know, I don't know how you like it. I've never covered this sale before. And it is a bit of work because last week especially, I didn't just give you recommendations, but I read about every other product too and all their ingredients and sort of told you what I thought. And that was a lot of work. The first week I did it in a little bit of a different way. And so today, to kind of give me some, I don't know, make it fun for me as well, I thought that I would share with you some of these products in action while I'm doing the last 5 days of the sale. And I also thought that would be a good opportunity to show you a very quick, simple, easy, everyday makeup look that is like out the door. And I would say it's for the beginner or for someone who doesn't like to wear a lot of eye makeup. So my dog is barking. Better go check the door. So anyway, let's just jump in and cover the last 5 days of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty Sale. Okay, so I have one eye with a little bit of makeup on, and I have my foundation on and one brow done. And then I decided to make this video. So that's okay, because there's nothing that I needed to tell you about what I was doing on one half of my face, and I'm not going to be sharing any new foundations. So I thought I would just start where I'm at. I'm gonna do a super easy eye look, and none of the products that I'm sharing with you are in next week's sale, but I'm going to be using this Stila eyeliner that I purchased from last week's sale, and I'm just gonna do the easiest eye look. And I've got my friend Voila in mind here on YouTube. She doesn't wear eye makeup. She does wear eyeliner and mascara, but she doesn't wear eyeshadow. And she keeps saying one of these days, but I am gonna do a really like polished, easy eye look for those of you who do not like to wear eyeshadow, because it's really nice to not wear eyeshadow. I feel like the look just gets kicked up a notch if you look like you aren't wearing eyeshadow but you have something on there. just my opinion, but I am a big lover of eyeshadow. So I'm gonna start with this eye, and when I get to my brow, I will start talking to you about what is on sale on Sunday. And like I said, I'm only going to go over this week what I would recommend, because the products that I don't recommend are because I haven't tried them. There aren't any products that I'd recommend, that I wouldn't recommend because I've tried them and they're fails. So the products that I'm not paying attention to are the ones that I know basically nothing about. And you could look those up online or in your catalog and see what they are. There are some nice brands, and if there were some nice brands that caught my attention, even if I've never tried the product, I did write it down to tell you, just because they're brands that I hear about on YouTube and I know that they're popular and some of you might really like them. Okay, so let's just jump in and get started. I'm going to use the Stila eyeliner that I picked up in the sale, and this time around, I picked up a gray one and I picked up a brown one. I'll link the colors that I picked. The sale is over for these now, so they're back to like the full price, at least until they go on sale again. So I'm taking the gray one and I am just going to smudge this on my lash line as close as I can to my lashes, so there's no gap. I'm even putting it a little bit in the inner corner here, and then kind of just flicking down here and flicking up to make a teeny tiny wing. And then I'm gonna take it, this is waterproof and it will last all day, like even if I cry, which I hope I don't cry today. I haven't cried in a while. I don't think I've cried in a while. I'm trying to think. I used to cry a lot. A lot. I had like a hair trigger for crying. Like just anything that touched me would make me cry. I went through a stage. Actually, it was right after I became a Christian. And I know that like the Holy Spirit is in you, you know, after you accept Christ, and everything made me cry for a while. Like I almost didn't even want to go to church because I would end up bawling when we were singing the hymns. It was weird, but I think I know what it was. And, you know, it was a blessing, but gosh, it was embarrassing. I don't cry. Actually, my husband cries a little bit more than I do. I tease him about it. I know I shouldn't, but he gets weepy about things like talking about the kids or talking about family or talking about, like he and I have all the same priorities. And I love that about him. Like we're so compatible and that we love our families so much. And we see eye to eye on most everything that's important. Actually, everything that's important, we see eye to eye on. I've got my irritating quirks and he's got his irritating quirks, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, we're really compatible. And we both have the same sense of humor, which really helps. Okay, so now, before I put on any mascara, I don't have on any mascara here. What I'm gonna do to take it a step further, okay, I'm gonna show you because I already did it on this eye and I didn't do it on this eye. So I have my eye closed. And what I did is I took this Stila eyeshadow in Kitten. Kitten is like Stila's claim to fame. Like NARS has Orgasm and Milani has Luminoso. Like they're all kind of known for like this one color. Tarte, I guess it would be Park Avenue Princess. This is Kitten from Stila and they have like the gels eyeshadows, which are so, so nice. But I picked this up because my daughter had to go to a wedding and she wanted something for like to do wedding makeup and we were playing around. And this was one of the products I picked up and she kind of rejected this in the end and I really liked it. So I kept it. I never tried this before until recently. So here it is on my finger, both fingers. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of pat it on. But it's like more of, it's not a cream, it's definitely a powder, but it's got that like, it's setting everything. So it's gonna make everything just like a little bit more long. It's a little bit glowy right now, but you'll see that after I put my mascara and kind of brush it, I'll show you what I do. So I'm gonna take the Stila eyeliner again because I did apply a little eyeshadow over it and just finish that up again and make it nice and a little bit deeper. This one too. I hate when I make a mistake though and make it too thick. Just gonna put a little touch of it along the lower lash line, just in the outer like quarter, just the teensiest bit. Okay, and now I'm just taking a clean brush and just kind of brushing away anything extra and kind of blending it out a little bit actually. Now I'm gonna take my Double Wear concealer and I am just going to clean that up a little bit. There's nothing messy, but I did smudge a little of the shimmer beneath my eye. And you definitely don't want that because it's light and shimmery. And that's the last thing that you want underneath your eye. It will just draw attention to your under eye. And I want to draw people's attention away from my under eye. So I always like something a little bit more matte there, not reflective or shiny. But I do like something reflective and shiny right in the corner. And I'm just gonna use my Sky High mascara from Maybelline. This has been my favorite for weeks now. I haven't even been using my tubing mascaras because I didn't even buy the Tarte one that I was gonna buy in the sale last week, the new tubing mascara, and you know how much I love tubing mascaras because I don't really need it. I've got a million tubing mascaras and I know it's good. Everybody's told me it's really good. But I've been loving this and I'm just gonna use it up. So this is what I'm gonna use and I will be right back. I always put on 2 coats. Okay, so now I'm going to segue into talking about some of the items on sale for the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, the last week, which is only 5 days. It ends on Thursday. So we'll kick off Sunday with a couple of really good items that I would recommend. And I think I'll be picking this up. I've never picked this product up before, but I've always wanted it, but I've never wanted to spend $18 on it. And it's this angled brow brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's, they sell so many beautiful brow products from Anastasia, and this is always like part of the setup of all the products. And it does look like a really nice brow brush. I do have a similar brush, but mine's a cheapie. It has a spoolie on the end, and it's really old, and it's kind of bent. So I think I'm gonna pick that up to just have a nice new one. And then the other thing that they're having on sale is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Waterproof Smudge Proof Brow Pomade. And I know you all know about this product. I don't own it. I did show you a little pot that I have that looks like that from last week, but it was eyeliner. I have purchased this product 2 or 3 different times and returned it every time. And it's not because of the way the product performs. It's a beautiful product, but all of the shades, which there are, I think 10 of them, 11 shades, they all lean taupey and ashy. So there's no like real golden tones. I've tried blonde. Didn't work. Usually blonde I can kind of count on because sometimes it has golden tones in it. And that was like a last ditch effort to make this work. And then I've also tried caramel, which is what I use in the brow gel. And that works for me, but it does not work in this product. It's still too taupey and ashy. And I think I've tried Auburn. Yes, I tried Auburn as like my first shade, and that didn't work. And I think I've even tried taupe, just plain old taupe. I thought there had to be a shade that would work with me with either reddish tones in it or golden tones, but there's not. Most people don't have red and gold like I do in their hair, and it works for everyone else. Even if you're a golden blonde, the blonde would probably still work for you, but it doesn't work for me. But what I do love is a drugstore product from Milani, and it's this product right here, and I purchased mine in soft brown, and I'll use it today because I want to show you. So it's very inexpensive, and it's a beautiful product, and it's strange because usually drugstore brow products don't make enough shades for those of us with strawberry blonde hair, but in this case they do. So I'm loving this, and I'm using the Smashbox, or actually the Too Faced brow wig that I picked up from the sale in the first week. And this has like fibers in it, and it gives you those fluffy brows that are really popular right now. And I really like it. And a lot of times lately, this is all I've been doing. But if I want to go the extra step, I do take my Milani pomade, and I do have a MAC, I can't read the number on it, a slanted brush, but this doesn't have the spoolie on the end. If it did, it would be really good for, it would be like that Anastasia brush. But this is good for applying this product, but there's just no spoolie. Have you guys been buying anything great from the sale? I said I'd be buying certain things, and I haven't picked up a lot of what I said I might pick up. Well, actually, I take that back. I said I probably wouldn't pick up the brow product from Too Faced, and I did. And then I said that I would pick up the Tarte mascara, and I didn't. And I did pick up the Stila eyeliners that I said I was going to pick up. And and I did pick up a couple of MAC lipsticks when the MAC lipsticks were on sale on the first day, because I really wanted to try a couple colors, and I don't even know if they both worked for me, but it was such a good price, I decided to go for it. So yeah, I'm just kind of tracing out my brows and making them look thicker. I usually don't do this too much because I don't like that look of brows on your skin without hair. You know what I mean? But you know what? My brows could all fall out and I'd have to draw them on. So this is a great product, and I really like it. And I have noticed that my brows have been getting so much thicker since I haven't been plucking them. And every second or third day, I've been using the Grande Brow, and it has been making a big difference. So my brows have been getting a lot thicker. I'm just leaving them alone. I'm not even plucking them. Once they get really like hairy, like old man brows, then I'll get them groomed. Like I'll go someplace and let them like kind of groom them for me and not make them too thin. But anyway, enough about that. I'm going to quickly go through my Monday recommendations before I put more makeup on, because I don't have anything I'm recommending that I can use and show you. But one really good item is the Peter Thomas Roth Potent C, and this is the vitamin C serum that everybody raved about when it first came out. People still rave about this. It has THD ascorbate in it, which is tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate, which is a really stable form of vitamin C, and studies show that it actually is the most promising form of vitamin C to get down into the layers of your skin where it needs to be, because it is so stable. People really love this. I've never purchased it because even on a sale, you know, I just don't want to pay that much. It's $105 retail, but it will be 50% off. So it's still going to be a little bit over $50. But if that's a product you love and need, then now's the time on Monday. Or if it's a product that you really have been wanting to try and you just don't want to part with that much money for one serum, it would be a great time to pick it up. It is expensive. I don't even want to try it and fall in love with it because I don't want to pay that much. I do pay a lot for certain products, but I don't know. I have other products that work as well. Like the Kiehl's that I'm using right now, the dark spot correcting, it has vitamin C, and I got the size that I got, which isn't huge, but it was only $33, and I'm only going to be using it in the fall and winter months. So I don't know, I can justify that. And then whenever I use my Lancome Genifique, I get it in my Christmas box. You know, when I know I pay for it, you know, when I pay for the products, but I don't really. It's, you know, I always get those things on sale. So anyways, good time to try it if you want it. I will not be purchasing it because it's expensive and I don't need it right now. And then let's see. Oh, the other thing that I would really recommend, and I will be picking up, is the Power Couple from Sunday Riley, and it comes in a kit like this. And whenever I purchase the Sunday Riley products like this, I always purchase the Good Genes in this size, because I did try it in the mini size and it lasted so long. And then I went and I purchased a full size and it actually went bad, and the pump stopped getting product out and it got kind of thick and weird before I finished using it because the product grew a little bit old. It's a lactic acid treatment and I don't use it every day. Some people probably do, but I only use it when I need it. Like when I think that my skin's looking a little dull and I have some kind of dead skin cells that need to be exfoliated off, I'll apply this and sleep with it on my skin, and it just sort of melts those dead skin cells away, and then you wash them off in the morning and you have like this bright skin. I love this product. And the Luna oil that comes in this set is this size. It looks tiny, but a little goes a really long way. And this is like the retinol oil. These are really popular right now. I know Maylove makes them. A lot of companies are starting to come out with their retinaldehyde ingredients in oil, and they combine it with blue tansy, which is very calming, and other soothing ingredients to kind of nurture your skin. And it's just a beautiful product. I'd really recommend it. Even though it comes out blue, once you blend it in, you don't have a blue face. But I don't use this during the day. It's a Luna oil. It's meant to be used as a nighttime serum. And you can combine the two, the lactic acid treatment with this, and that's why they call it the Power Couple. But I really don't. I just like to flip-flop using them. It's really nice that they come together. And so I always like to have a backup of this. I always like to have it. It's a really good price when it's on sale. It retails for $28, but it'll be about $14. So that's the time to get it. And honestly, since I kind of rotate my skincare, this little set will last me probably about 6 months. And then by then there will be another Ulta sale and I can pick up another one. This seems to always be included in the sale. It would also make a great gift for someone like your daughter, or your niece, or a friend who hasn't tried it before or that loves it. Pick it up on the sale and give it to them like for a stocking stuffer or part of their Christmas presents. It would be a really lovely gift to receive, in my opinion. And then there are a couple of products also on sale on Monday. There's a Too Faced like lip balm product that I've never tried. And then there's like five Basha products. If you're into that Basha brand skincare, I've never really used it, so I can't recommend. So I just wanted to tell you those are a couple of bigger names that I have products on sale on Monday as well. On Tuesday, it's a really good day to shop the sale, and I will be picking up one of these products from Tarte. The first one, I have a couple of them because this has been my holy grail for years. For powdered bronzers, my absolute holy grail favorite is Tarte Park Avenue Princess. And it comes in a matte, and it also comes in a shimmer. So I do have both, so I'll show you the difference. The matte one I have in a set that came out a couple of years ago on QVC, and it looks like this, and this is the lighter. It comes in two shades, a lighter and a darker, and this is the lighter, and then I've got a highlighter here, which isn't included in the sale. I also have it in an individual, and I just love this little case. It's like a little, feels like a leather case with a little, like, I don't know, what is that, tortoise embossing, a mirror, and this is what it looks like. And the reason that both of these are looking brand new is because I purchased them both as backups, and I have other products that I really hit a lot of pan on, so I wanted to show you the prettier ones. And I will tell you that if you purchase one, you will have it, if it's the bronzer you use nearly every day, you'll have it about a year. And if you don't use it every day, it lasts forever. Now, it is like a baked product. Tarte's products are baked. And they're just really lovely. They are waterproof and long wearing. So I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna apply this, this bronzer, the one with a little bit of a shimmer to it. That way I don't have to do the highlighter too. And I'm just gonna take a Morphe dual fiber brush. That's how I like to apply this. It's very pigmented, and I just picked some up, and you've all seen me bronze. You can use it as contour, but I am just gonna use it to add some life to my skin. And the reason it has been a holy grail for me is they're cooler toned bronzers. They're not super warm. You can use them in the summer, obviously, but I think that they're really flattering in the winter months because they give you a glow and make you look alive, but they don't necessarily, and maybe a little sun-kissed, I guess, but they don't look like, I think of like the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess that really warms me up and makes me look like I've been in Saint Tropez or somewhere exotic. This is more of a natural product, and I like to do my clavicles and a little bit on my neck and make sure everything's kind of matchy, and that's how I use this product. So yeah, these are really, really great. I have enough of them. I have backups, so I will not be purchasing them, but I would really recommend them. Then the other thing that will be included in the sale are the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour long wear powder blushes, and these are kind of waterproof too. In the summer, like if you were to use the Park Avenue Princess and use a Tarte blush, and say you go to a concert, which I've done before, and it's crowded and you're sweaty and it's in the summer, with a little bit of setting spray, your makeup will be perfection when you get home. You know, it'll just really last. So this is makeup that you could wear anywhere where you need, like a wedding, you're gonna be dancing and you don't have time to touch up your makeup. Tarte is definitely a go-to for that. And so the blushes are beautiful. They are baked as well. And the reason I keep emphasizing that is that you might notice if you've used these before, that you apply them with your blush brush, and over time, it's sometimes, this one doesn't have it, but they can get like a little, like almost like a film on them, and you kind of have to scratch it off. The reason for that is that they are baked gelée products. So the way they make these products is in Italy. I believe these are made in Italy. Most of the products I have that are baked like this are made in Italy, and they make them on like these little crisscross trays, and they start out as a cream, and then they bake them for a really long period of time, like 24 hours, and turn them into a solid. And then when you use them, they kind of, they're powder, but they kind of meld with your skin like a cream would. And baked products are gorgeous, and they're really neat products to use. I did read about how to prevent that from happening, or what to do when your baked products kind of get a little bit like something on them. And they said the best brushes to use for these baked kinds of, or baked gelée products are undyed goat hair brushes or just natural hair brushes, which I've always steered clear of because natural hair has pores and it can absorb your product. So like I never like to use that for my foundation or anything like that because I don't want to absorb my foundation. But the reason why you would use these brushes is because they play really well with your baked products and they wash out very nicely and they're kind of made to be used together. So I just wanted to give you that little tidbit of information. So these are really great, and I have mine in the shade Blissful, which is a favorite of mine, and it's just like the prettiest pink. It's like a watermelon pink. And then I have another one that you probably would say, no, it's too bright, it's too dark. But trust me, this one will look good on everyone. And this one is called Natural Beauty. And I think this was part of like the wedding collection when they first released this. And it's super pink like that. But what this does for you is it gives you that, it's like almost kind of not really red, but that like really natural look that you get after you exercise or we're out in the cold and your cheeks get really flushed and you just look really kind of pretty and bright. This is what that one will do for you. And then I have a couple favorites that are neutrals. And this one is called Risque, and my daughter Paulina loves this one. This one I'm actually losing the embossing in. I use this one so regularly. And it looks like this, and I would call this like a beautiful rose. And it's kind of cool toned though, really pretty. I think it would work any time of year, but it's a cool toned rose that I really like in the fall and winter months. And then I have a tiny one. Some of these come in small sizes too, which is nice, so they come with gifts with purchase, particularly when you purchase from QVC. And it looks like this. This is called Seduce. And this one looks like this. Let's compare it to Risque. So this is Risque. It's more brownie rose. And then this one is Seduce, and it's more of a lighter pinky rose. So there's definitely a difference in the pan. They look very similar. So if you were to look at them when you're at the store, definitely give them like a little swatch because they do translate really differently. Oh, and mine don't get that film on them because I use them pretty regularly. But the reason I mentioned it is because if you go into Ulta to look at the colors, this display will have that kind of like from being touched with oils on people's hands over and over. So you might need to like take your fingernail and kind of scrape a little off and then swatch it. That's what I would recommend doing. But it's important to know that because if you go in, you'll be like, why are they like this? And the sales lady will be like, I don't know. So I wanted to tell you. Okay, and this one is called Captivating. And this is also a little mini size. And that's Captivating, and it's a peachy rose. So let's apply Blissful because I think this is just a beautiful color and I think it would look beautiful on every complexion. So I am just gonna kind of start in the apples of my cheeks. And what's so beautiful is not only are they long wearing and essentially kind of waterproof, but they're very buildable and they don't, like you can really get your brush in there and you won't get too much product. It's like some blushes, you know, like my new Benefit blush, the Willa, I have to be very careful because I get so much product. These are just really good for building. So look how pretty that is. It's just such a pretty natural flush. And I just love these blushes so much. If you've never tried them, it would be a great time to get a full-size blush for like a drugstore price. They're really great quality and they last a very long time. And I do think I will pick up one blush for $14. Actually, I'm going to pick some up for my daughters for Christmas. I'm going to give them each one. But I think I'm going to pick up one for myself that I've never tried before, and it's in the shade Blushing Bride, and it's really kind of purple toned. It's like a pinky lavender, and it looks really different from the shades I already have in my collection. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try that one because I've never tried it before. There is another product that I want to recommend, and it is a Lorac palette, and I've never personally owned this particular palette, but I have owned Lorac palettes before, and they are some of the best eyeshadows to work with. They're really beautiful. And one palette is included in the sale, and it's the Pro Palette Artist Edition Meraki, and I'll put a picture. And the tones in this palette look really nice for fall and winter. They're sort of mysterious, deeper tones. With some lighter shades. And the only reason I would recommend this is because Lorac is such amazing quality, and it would probably be a good time to try one of their palettes. Even though I've never tried this one, I've had the Lorac Pro palette before and I loved it. I used everything up in it, and this is retailing for $49, so it'll be half the price. So if you need an eyeshadow palette and you want to try a Lorac palette, it would be a good time to pick one up. I'm not going to be purchasing this, but I wanted to mention it to all of you. And then the rest of the products, there's a Smashbox primer. There's a product from Origins. It's like their ginseng kind of vitamin C moisturizer, but I always see that at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, so I'm not going, even at half price, I'm not gonna pick it up. And then there's also like a facial stainless steel roller for those of you who like to roll your skincare onto your skin. It's stainless steel, and you can keep it in a little refrigerator and it'll be cold, and kind of do some deep puffing and all that. I know some people really like those. I don't use those kinds of things. The only thing I use is like a gua sha tool, so I'll be passing on that. So on Wednesday, there's going to be the MAC blushes in every formula, the extra dimension blushes, the mineralized blushes, and the powder blushes, and they are amazing. So if you pass on the Tarte blushes, you can pick up one of the MAC blushes in one of the formulas, or just get one of each if you want to. They're gonna be on sale for around $15, and that's a really good price. And I think it's gonna be all the colors that Ulta carries in all the formulas. And I can't say enough about MAC in general, so you can't go wrong. There's a lot of beautiful colors that I own and love, and I've shared in videos, so it would just take, I could talk about MAC for a very long time. So I'll just say they're good. If you need any, get them. I will be passing because I have enough, and I'm gonna get the Tarte blush the day before. And then the other thing is they have some Saint Tropez products included in the sale on Wednesday, and it's going to be the bronzing mousse in the full size, and I think that retails for I don't know, there's a range, like $34 to $44, so it will be 15 to 20 something, you know, it's gonna be half price. So if you need to pick up a self-tanning mousse, it's the time to do it. And then they also are including the Saint Tropez Self Tan Express Kit. And that's that kit that gives you like a tan in 1 hour. And it comes with a mini size of the Saint Tropez mousse in the Velvet Deluxe Mitt. And it's supposed to be for tanning on the go. I won't be getting that. I've been trying something new this summer. I did film my tanning routine at the beginning of the summer, and I can't remember the name of the products I'm using, but I love them. So I won't be purchasing anything, but I know a lot of people really love Saint Tropez, and I really love Saint Tropez. I just like this new brand a little bit better that I've been doing all summer long. But we will move on. So let me put my lipstick on, and then I will go through the very last day of this sale with you. So I'm going to be using a pink lipstick today. So I'm going to be using my MAC Edge to Edge liner. This is a really beautiful liner. If you use pink shades, Dervish is another one for pink shades, and that's what I tend to go to when I'm using these kinds of pinks. So in the first week of the sale, MAC lipsticks were on sale, so I picked up a backup of my favorite matte pink, which is called Please Me, and it looks like this, and it's kind of like I don't know, like a yellow toned pink. It's really pretty. It's not quite like bright or bubblegummy. It's a really wearable pink, and I already have this, but I'm almost out, so I picked up a backup because I really like it. Please Me is a matte. Snob is a satin finish, and it looks like that. So this is a matte. This one's a satin, a little more reflective, definitely a different shade of pink. And this one is Syrup, and you guys all recommended this one to me, and I've never tried it before, and this is Luster Glass, so it's a little more sheer and luminous than the other two. So I got one from each formula. One I've used for years, This one I'm so not sure about, and this one I know I'll love. I love this formula. I love like kind of like that's a little bit glossy and sheer, but I think it's gonna be just the right amount of pigmentation too. So yeah, I tried one from each. So which one will I go with today? Okay, so let's go ahead and put on syrup because I'm really excited about this one. It's got that MAC vanilla, like very slight vanilla scent that all MAC lipsticks have. I love it. I really like that a lot. I think it's really pretty pink. Okay, ladies, let's just cover Thursday, the very last day of the sale. IT Cosmetics has all of their serums on sale, and they will be $15, $14. They retail for $29. And one is the Bye Bye Pores Glycolic Acid Serum, which is an AHA, alpha hydroxy acid. It helps remove that layer of dead skin lying on top and reveals that brighter skin beneath. It's like the gold standard of acids. And the next one is the Bye Bye Lines Hyaluronic Acid Serum, and that just like plumps and moisturizes. Hyaluronic acid is in like everything we use these days. It's like having a big time moment in skincare. And the next one is the Bye Bye Dark Spots Niacinamide Serum. And then the last one is the Bye Bye Breakouts Salicylic Acid Serum. Like I said, they're all gonna be around $14 or $15. IT Cosmetics makes lovely skincare. I love their Confidence in a moisturizer. It's like one of my favorite moisturizers. And yeah, they make a lot of really good products. I have not tried any of their serums, and I am set with my skincare right now, so I'm not going to be picking any up, but it's a great time to try them at a really great price, or if you're someone who loves them and you need to replenish, now would be the time. Then there's some sort of personal microdermabrasion device, and you can look at that online. I don't use devices like that. Dermablend has a couple of powders on sale. I know Dermablend is like a popular brand. I've never tried any of their products, but I hear good things. And then there are just a few little odds and ends. Nothing else I would recommend except maybe the Buxom Full Lip Scrub. And it's like a thick tube, and it's got a lip scrub. And then they also have the accompanying Powerful Lip Balm, and they retail for $19, so they'll be half of that, around $8 or $9. So yeah, it's a good time to give them a go if you're interested. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my coverage of the sale. I gotta be honest with you, by the time I got to the last week, I was kind of like, oh, here we go again. It's a little bit of work, but if you enjoyed this video or you enjoyed the last two videos prior to this one, let me know, and I'll tune into sales a little more often. And if you don't really care for them, you can let me know that too. It never hurts my feelings. I just want to know what you guys like. And I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the products in action. I thought it would be a more fun way than just coming on here and talking about products. I wanted to let you know also, Tarte has a lot of really good products. So does MAC. I'm not sure what other brands that also sell on QVC. Sometimes you can get really wonderful deals on QVC all year round on certain brands. So if you're not shopping the sale and you still want to buy some things, or it's not exactly what you want, but you still like the brand, always check out QVC. Or check out the brand's website. Instead of going just to Ulta or just to Sephora or Macy's and department stores, go to the Tarte website or go to Lancome's website or MAC's website, because there's always different deals going on there too. And if you subscribe, you get 20% off usually for your first purchase, so you get a sale on your first time shopping there. So it's a good way to take advantage of that as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you did, and let me know what you purchased, what you plan on purchasing, and I will see you next time. Have a blessed and beautiful day.